Hi. So here's one of those moments where I don't know how to put into words how I feel. I know that I'm not the only one who goes through this, right? Like, I'm feeling so many emotions, and I'm trying to remember that, like, all the good things, like, all the positive things, like, to flip the perspective, blah, 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 blah. But the reality is sometimes that's hard, you know? I have my second job tonight, so I need coffee because I've been up since 4. Whew. But it's hard. It's hard to always be able to flip the perspective of something, even as a God-fearing woman. Very faithful. I trust in God with everything I have, and I know that His plans are greater than mine, greater than everything above, anything that I could ever imagine wanting. But it's still a whole ball of emotions that I don't know how to express, feeling like, and then I end up fighting with myself, and I feel like that causes most of my issues, is me fighting with myself, because I'm like, well, you have all this good stuff, and all this good stuff has already happened to you, so why are you feeling down about XYZ, or whatever the case may be. I end up fighting with myself, like, well, you should just be thankful and happy. And the truth is I am thankful. I thank God before my feet touch the ground. Before my feet touch the ground in the morning, and when I lay my head down at night, the first thing that I do is thank God. I thank God for waking me up, for waking my family up. I thank you for everything that I have. I thank you for the victories that I already won. So I am very thankful. But God, these feelings, man, and I try and pray them away, and sometimes it works, but sometimes I let the devil get the best of me, and man, right now is one of those moments where I have so much emotion, and I'm fighting with myself over them, because I'm like, it's not that big of a deal, it's a car, and then the job interview that I had this morning was just... It was a disappointment. It was not what I thought it was going to be as far as like the office part of it goes. So I was wicked disappointed with that. More disappointed than I feel like I should have been. But I think it's also because the job that I had already accepted is a scheduling position. And I'm really not the biggest fan of that. Sorry, that's my phone. I'm really not the biggest fan of scheduling, but I know that there could be a lot of positive things that come out of it. Like the job itself that I accepted, and it's more money than the office job that I was going to accept. I think the benefits are more too, so, and the hours are better. Here's the thing. It's really just the scheduling that I don't like doing, but I think the good thing is, when you're comparing them, is that I'm going to have a lot more human interaction at the scheduling position. I'm going to be in a dentist environment. I'm going to have really, really good hours. But then that runs into the fact that my son might be going to this private school, and I'm so excited. And he's excited. Like, that's awesome. Like, at first he was like, like, this will be the 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th school he's gone to. Since starting school, because when we moved to the town that we're in, we then moved right around the corner, and because it's all weirdly set up, he had to switch schools, so there wasn't a choice, even though we did try and school choice him. So that brought him on to having to go to a 3rd school, and then now it would be this 4th school, which would be such a better opportunity for him in so many different ways, but the hours they just conflict with where my new job is and the hours that it would be. So I'm over here stressing about that, and I'm letting that get the best of me. Like, he's going to be so disappointed. I'm going to be disappointed. Like, we're all going to be disappointed. Like, his dad's side of the family, my side of the family, like, we're all really like, this is great. It's wonderful. And I'm like, and now here I come messing it all up. And that's how I feel. Like, I'm messing it up because, my public school job would allow me the time to drop him off and pick them up without having to do any kind of before or after school. But the thing with the public schools, it's a lot less hours. Like, it's more of a struggle to pay bills and to just kind of get ahead in life in any way. And I feel like I am so far behind. Like, I feel like at 31 years old, I am so far behind. And that's not even comparing myself to anybody else, because that's something that I'm very strong in already. I feel like it's not comparing myself to like where Betty Lou is at, like, oh, she's 31 and has a job, you know, that she loves and a career, because I know people who are in their early 20s and have a career, you know, like, so I just haven't found best fit for me yet, and that's okay, but it still stinks nonetheless, because I'm like and I feel like what makes it harder is my mental health and the fact that I struggle. Like, right now, I'm normally very bubbly and like, hey, hi, woo, and aside from being tired, and TMI, but that time of month coming around the corner, like I'm feeling really low right now. So it's rough to shake it off, you know, like, it's easy for some people to be like, oh, just shake it off, go work out, you know, like, whatever. And it's like, you know, it takes getting the motivation to go and do that. And people are just like, well, just do it. Like, you don't have to think about it, and that's great. I'm so happy that works for you, but it doesn't work for all people. And I'm one of those people where it just doesn't work for, unfortunately. So there's that. There's the disappointment over the job interview. And then the car. Like, I really want an upgraded car. I'm so bent on getting an Explorer, but I'm also bent on keeping the money that I pay a month as low as possible. And they're like, every dealership is just like, look, hi, with your credit and a small down payment, like, that's just not a thing. And I don't have a cosigner. So it stinks, because I'm not the biggest fan of my car. I'd like to upgrade. I jumped into her way too fast, and I shouldn't have. So I'm trying to do it right this time, and so I'm gonna wait, you know, until, like, I'm gonna start saving. Like, with my second job, I'm thinking maybe I'll save all of the money from that job to be able to put towards the down payment for my upgrade, and maybe that takes a year, and that's okay. But right now, I'm feeling so upset about it. Like, I'm just so sad about it. And to a lot of people, that's going to sound really silly, but to those who struggle, you know, with mental health, you know, depression, you know, bipolar, anxiety, like, it just stinks. And it's so many emotions that I don't know how to grab onto, because there's happy. Like, I am happy. Like, my son has a really good chance. He's so brilliant. And I'm not just saying that because he's my kid. You know, like, he definitely doesn't get it from me. But, like, he is so brilliant. He's so smart. Like, it's crazy how smart he is. And he's so athletic. Like, you give that child a ball of any sort and he will blow you out of the water. It's obnoxious. I'm like, what are you, a robot? So that's great. And that's such wonderful news that he could have, like, a really good future with the school. And then I'm getting a good job that's going to pay me good, that's going to treat me good, that has really good benefits. Like, that's really good, except I'm sad about it, because, like, it's not 110% what I want to do, but I've never been in that environment doing what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to have someone who's right next to me. I'm going to have people around me. So maybe it's not going to be as bad as my brain is already making it out to be, you know, like, and guess what? If I get there, I do it for a few weeks, few months, and it's really just not for me, then I move on. But that frustrates me too, because I'm like, I am too old to be playing this damn game, you know, like, so that's just it's just a whole never-ending cycle of emotion and what if, and it's hard with anxiety to get out of that what if stage. And there are times where I'm not in them, where I'm like, it's fine, it is what it is, like, I'll be fine, it's great, God is great, God is good, which he is all the time anyways, you know, even right now when I'm feeling low and down, he is great all the time, you know. But, like, then there are times where right now where I feel beat up, I feel like I'm on the ground. The only thing I want to do right now is crawl into my bed, lay down, rewatch Game of Thrones, sip on not even at this point, if I wasn't going to my other job, I wouldn't be drinking coffee. You know, like, I just want to close the curtains and just crawl into bed with tea or ginger ale and just snack on junk, you know. And I've been losing weight, and now it's the whole, I mean, I haven't gained any weight, knock on everything, so that's good. But I'm, yeah. And it's okay. It's okay to feel this way. And I know that people always say that it's okay to not be okay. And it's true. It's okay to not be okay. But I feel like it's also important to say that, like, I can't even think of the words to say it. Like, it's okay to feel the way you feel. And it's okay. Okay. It's okay to not be okay with not being okay. I don't even know. I don't know how to put that into words. Like, it's in my head and it sounds so good in my head, but I can't articulate it out. I'm sorry. But so I can't put it out into words apparently, because when I just said it, it came out all weird. So maybe if I think of it before we end this video, I'll be able to say it. But yeah, and now it's gonna drive me crazy until I figure out how to say it. That's great. But it is. It's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to not be okay with not being okay. Like, I'm annoyed that I'm not okay. It's okay that I don't feel okay. Like, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to that. But I'm also annoyed that I don't feel okay. Like, there we go. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay, I feel a little bit more satisfied. And I feel like people don't say that enough. You know, like, they don't. There's a lot of things about mental health that they don't say enough, but it's okay to be annoyed that you don't feel okay. And everyone's walk is different, and everyone's mental health journey is different. Everyone's just regular journey is different, whether you struggle with mental health or you just get bummed out over setbacks. And I feel like I've been feeling a lot of setbacks lately. Even though there's a lot of positive things that have been happening too. Like, I feel like with every positive, there's X amount of steps back, and I'm just trying to get ahead, and it's such a pain in the butt trying to get ahead. And I know mental health or not, that's everyone's struggle, and even if it's not a struggle, it's everyone's journey. I'm here for it, but right now I'm feeling really low and exhausted, just in general over that and over my emotions. I'm taking a hit right now from them, and I thought that turning on my camera and recording the reality, not the whole reality, of course, but some of the reality of what it's like to struggle with mental health, because I can sit here and laugh and smile and be okay, but also show vulnerability. I can't even say that word. That's awesome. Yes. You know, like, I thought that I should just turn it on and just talk to myself and then post it on the internet. So, hey, internet. But with that, I'm going to go see who called me. Like, I don't even know how long ago at this point. I'm going to drink my coffee, get ready for my night shift tonight. I'm probably going to meet some more people tonight at the hosting job, because when I went in on Wednesday, there was only 2 servers on and a bartender, you know, and then the chef and stuff, but there wasn't that many people. So I'm assuming there's going to be more than 2 servers on tonight. It is a Spanish restaurant, so that's pretty cool. And it's like a chain. There's more sister properties. So that's pretty cool too. And the food, I got to take home food the other day. Spanish people know how to eat. Like, that's my first time with an encounter of this kind of Spanish food, and like, perfect, brilliant. All right, well, I'm gonna go. I don't know how to end a blog. I've seen people like do like, okay, bye, and then it cuts out, or like, I don't know. So I'm just gonna say bye. Love you. www.constantchaos.blog. Go check out the blogs. With that, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post a blog for tomorrow, because I'm doing this, assuming that I could even get it uploaded, because I've been having trouble with that too. But definitely go check out what's there. We talk about mental health. We talk about all things fun. So www.constantchaos.blog. I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay good.